Miller Mindset, a weekly podcast where we explore the power of positive thinking and its impact on our lives. Join me, Chris Miller, as we dive into such topics as goal setting, overcoming obstacles, and developing a growth mindset. If you're looking to improve your life and reach your full potential, then this is the podcast for you. So don't miss an episode. Be sure to subscribe today. On today's show, we'll be discussing the role of our mindset in our decision-making process. So let's get into it. Have you ever found yourself struggling to make a decision? It can be difficult to weigh the pros and cons, and sometimes we get stuck in analysis paralysis. But did you know that your mindset can play a huge role in this process? Because our mindset is the lens through which we view the world. It shapes our thoughts and our beliefs, ultimately influencing the decisions that we make for the better or the worse in our lives. If we have a positive mindset, we're more likely to make decisions that align with our values and bring us happiness. On the other hand, a negative mindset can lead to decisions that are based on fear and self-doubt, and that ultimately leaves us feeling unsatisfied. The way we think about ourselves and the world around us can significantly impact the quality of our lives. If we have a positive mindset, we tend to make decisions that bring us closer to our goals and our aspirations, and ultimately lead us toward happiness. For example, with a positive mindset, you may decide to pursue a career that you're passionate about, even if it means taking a risk and stepping outside of your comfort zone. This decision may be challenging at first, but ultimately it brings you fulfillment and joy. Let's talk about pursuing your passion as an example. Okay? When you approach life with positivity, you may feel more confident and more willing to take risks. This can lead to a pursuing of passion, right? Whether it's a hobby or a career, but by following your heart, you're going to find yourself more fulfilled and more happy through those challenging times. For example, if you've always dreamt of becoming a writer, a positive mindset may give you the courage to take the first step and start writing. As you continue to cultivate a positive outlook on it, you'll find yourself enjoying the journey and feeling grateful for the opportunity to pursue your passion in the first place. Another example can be found when choosing our friends and cultivating meaningful relationships with others. Positive thinking can help you build and maintain positive relationships with others. Plus, when you interact with others on a positive level, you're going to notice that you and the group you hang out with and associate with are all going to get onto that same level. It's natural. Anyone and everyone else in that group who isn't on that level will either rise to meet it or find their way out in favor of a group that is more in line with their own level that they want to stay within. When you approach interactions with an open mindset and a willingness to connect, you find that like-minded people will be drawn to you, and vice versa. This can lead to deeper and more fulfilling relationships in the long run. So, just in general, you'll be having a better time when you get together. It's as simple as that. By focusing on the positive aspects of others and avoiding negativity whenever it shows up, you can create a self-nurturing environment that will support your well-being and your overall happiness in the long run. But on the other hand, there's the negative mindset, where we make decisions based on things that are going to bring us doubt and fear into our hearts. For instance, you may decide not to apply for that job that you really want because you fear rejection or possibly failing to get it. Or maybe you decide not to attend an event or buy a particular business tool, software, training program. And you know it's going to boost your business, but you're unsure of your ability to put it to work for you or in your business. And this decision may actually serve to hold you back and can have disastrous effects on both your business and your personal earnings. In the long run, decisions like these can lead to feelings of regret and unfulfillment, as well as doubt in yourself and your own abilities to accomplish things. You see, in my line of work, I meet people all of the time who are afraid to purchase something that they know will help them out. So I know a little bit about this. Usually they say something to the effect of, well, they know that that thing will help them get where they want to go, or maybe that it will get them there faster, but they really can't afford it right now, or maybe the timing just isn't right, or something like that for them, right? Now, look, I'm a business analyst and a consultant, as well as a business owner and a salesman, right? So I look at these sort of statements from multiple angles, almost automatically. And what I do is I make an evaluation of the pros and the cons toward any situation that I'm faced with. And it's worth mentioning that I've heard these same excuses and negative mindset influences coming up in these situations over and over again for over 30 years. Sometimes in relation to buying something from me, sometimes in relation from buying something from someone else. But I know something they often don't. And that's that our mindset can be changed when we look at things from different angles. It's essential to recognize that our mindset is not fixed, and we can work to develop a more positive outlook on life and toward situations like these when we think about it from different angles. By focusing on our strengths and our accomplishments, practicing gratitude, challenging negative self-talk, we can shift our mindset to one that is more positive and empowering for us. This, in turn, can lead to decisions that are aligning with our core values and our core aspirations, and they bring us toward happiness and fulfillment in our lives. So let's take a second and look at this purchase scenario from a different perspective for just a moment. Now, let's just say that the cost of this is, $2,000, $19.99. All right, that's what most things out there today seem to be priced at. So sometimes the thing that you're looking at is more and sometimes it's less, but the concept here is going to apply the same based on that number. So these people spend their brain power and their energy so focused on the negative mindsets that they fail to see the upsides and the choices that they're presented with. Look, choice is a fantastic gift to be presented with. Choice means options, and options ensure positive outcomes. So if we look at it from a choice transaction standpoint, we can really evaluate the decision process and find the right move to make. On one hand, there's the argument to be made that the price is expensive and that if they were to purchase it, they would have less money to pay for other things over there that they need to pay for as well. Okay. Well, remember now that this is a singular mindset, purely transactional in thought. And that's a closed mindset mentality. In short, it's negative by nature. On the other hand, there's also an argument to be made that the purchase would speed the time that it takes them to learn or to find a solution to something, or maybe to implement something that would increase their business sooner than later if they could achieve it without that product, right? A good example of that would be in a training program. Training programs exist to help us get where we want to go faster, not to impart some miraculous wisdom that we can't figure out on our own through time, work, and trial and error. They're simply a means of getting there faster and more directly. I know this because I've personally built many training programs over the years to help my own clients with some of the hurdles that they've faced. But I'm getting off the point here. I want to get back to it. The point is that by choosing to take the leap and make the decision to purchase that product, which would help them build, streamline, or even simply just figure out some critical step faster than they could through trial and error on their own, they often are making positive decisions that'll get them through the tough hurdles, start bringing in more customers, more clients, and shorten their workload and their time frames needed to implement and bring in more sales and more revenue for their business. And that directly challenges the idea of the transaction because the cost is inconsequential in the long run when they're more active and they're bringing in more money to offset that cost in the first place. So this is the mindset of expanded thinking. It's the one of openness and forethought. In short, it's positive by nature. So how can we ensure that we're making decisions that align with our values and bring us happiness? How can we ensure that we're doing this from the positive mindset and looking at all the angles? Well, here's a cool tip. Before making a decision, ask yourself if you've looked at the decision from multiple angles. Are you keeping your mindset open and expanded to all the possibilities? If that answer is yes, then go for it. If not, and you find yourself at the decision purely from a transactional or closed off negative mindset basis, take a step back and reconsider those decisions first so you don't inadvertently do yourself a disservice. You may be right not to do it, or you may not be. In either case, this simple exercise will help you figure it out by looking at all the angles and making the right decision for you. And that'll help you get closer to your goals. Hey, that's been fun, right? This has been our show for today, folks, and I hope you enjoyed it. Perhaps even hopefully got a little something useful out of it. Remember, your mindset plays a crucial role in your decision-making process. So by adopting a positive mindset and staying true to your values, you can make decisions that bring you happiness and fulfillment. If you feel you enjoyed the show today, please do leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I don't want you to miss a thing. You can also see this episode in blog form if you like, and you can sign up to receive email alerts when the new episodes arrive at themillermindset.com. Until then, I'm Chris Miller, and I'm reminding you always, keep smiling. Next time on The Miller Mindset, we'll be talking about the importance your mindset plays in negotiations. Plus, I'll give you 2 tips to ensure that your negotiation skills beat your opponents. That's next Tuesday, August 8th, 2 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss it.